FESBOARD stands for Fabric Energy Storage Board. FESBOARD incorporates a bio-based phase change material which captures and stores large quantities of excess latent heat that otherwise would have been lost through the fabric of the dwelling. This is made possible when the bio-based phase change material changes physical state between solid to liquid and then back again to solid. This phase change transition can be repeated many times throughout the day. The phase change material is a composition of vegetable oils and fatty acids which are microencapsulated within an acrylic polymer shell that are embedded within the FESBOARD panels. Heat within the home comes from a number of sources such as radiators, occupants, cooking, lighting, appliances including TVs and computers. 35% of this generated heat will be lost through the walls, 25% through the ceilings. An average 3-bedroom house consumes over 20,000 kilowatt hours of electricity per year on heating alone. Preventing this heat loss through the walls and ceilings by capturing and storing the heat within the FESBOARD will not only reduce the annual energy bills but will also reduce the associated CO2 emissions. For a retrofit installation, metal or timber studs are fixed to the existing walls and ceilings on which the FESBOARD panels are mechanically fixed and finished with a proprietary skim coat ready for decoration. The escaping heat is now captured within the FESBOARD and stored until the indoor temperature begins to cool. At this point, the phase change material, which is in a liquid state, begins to solidify and release the stored heat back into the home, therefore reducing the energy demand for supplementary heating, and will preheat the home throughout the night. Using thermal chamber testing at Brunel University London, a study was run to compare the effects on the daily heating cycle of a room with and without the FESBOARD panel installed. In a house without FESBOARD, the morning temperature at 6 AM is around 5 degrees, and so the occupants will switch on the boiler to heat the home to the thermostat set point of 25 degrees. When this temperature is reached, the heating automatically turns off and the built-up heat is rapidly lost through the walls and ceilings. As the room temperature cools, the heating starts up again to maintain the temperature at 25 degrees. This continues throughout the day to maintain a comfortable internal temperature until the occupants retire and the heating is turned off completely. Through the night, the heat continues to be lost through the walls and ceilings, causing the internal room temperature to fall rapidly. But in a house with FESBOARD, the internal morning temperature of the home will be approximately 7 degrees higher due to the captured and stored heat being released slowly throughout the night, meaning less preheating is required. As the internal temperature increases, the excess heat is absorbed into the FESBOARD throughout the day and in doing so maintains an ambient temperature. This stored heat is then slowly released throughout the night after the heating has been switched off and nighttime temperatures begin to fall. From the results of the thermal chamber tests, a 7-degree temperature difference was observed during the night between a home with and without FESBOARD. The bio-based phase change material incorporated into FESBOARD has been tested to over 45,000 thermal cycles, which is equivalent to a life performance of over 122 years. The FESBOARD is a dual system, saving on heating energy in the winter and cooling energy in the summer. A simple solution for a serious problem.